What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the latest Liverpool transfer news, and we have a truly mega story on Kai Havertz because the head of the football writers section at Bild newspaper, which is one of the biggest sports newspapers in Germany, Christian Falk, who is, as I said, the head of football writing at Bild, is saying that Kai Havertz and Leverkusen expect a summer transfer bid from Liverpool, and also Bayern Munich and an unnamed Spanish club are also interested in Kai Havertz. And in this video we will have some injury updates on Xherdan Shaqiri and James Milner as well, and other transfer news. So let me know if you enjoyed these videos by leaving a like and leave your comments down below. Who is your wish list? Who is your favorite player that Liverpool should sign in the summer? Leave them in the comments below. And of course, Liverpool have been linked with the 20-year-old German star, who I think would be absolutely perfect for Liverpool. And he already has 7 caps for Germany, scoring 1 goal. This season his goal scoring slowed a little bit down. He has 5 goals in 23 games. But you expect that for a 19, 20-year-old player, right now he's 20, to be a little bit inconsistent. He has 20 goals in 42 games last season. And Jan Åge Fjørtoft, who is a Norwegian journalist, saying reaction to this statement by Christian Falk, saying that Leverkusen expect a bid from Liverpool to come in. This is what the Norwegian journalist said. This is big. Bayer Leverkusen expect a bid from Liverpool for Kai Havertz in the summer. He's a very talented player, 20 years of age, midfielder, and Timo Werner and him are the most wanted Germans around. Will Liverpool get both Timo Werner and Kai Havertz? That's the big question. And the Mirror is also reporting this, that Leverkusen are likely to demand close to £100 million for the German international. I'm not sure he's worth that. I mean, if he scores only like around 10 goals this season, which is looking like that will be his average, I don't think he's worth £100 million, in all honesty. I think for that amount we can get somebody like Timo Werner or Jadon Sancho, who are a little bit better players, more refined players right now. But of course with age, Kai Havertz will only get better. And if there is a manager who can unlock the true potential of Kai Havertz, it's Jurgen Klopp, who keeps improving almost every single player at Liverpool Football Club. So if Liverpool can broker a deal with Leverkusen, it is likely that it will be for a transfer record. Right now Liverpool's transfer record stands at 75 million. That's how much we paid for Virgil van Dijk. And the deal for Havertz is likely to break that transfer record and be closer to £100 million. Apparently Leverkusen want £110 million, but frankly I don't think that Liverpool or Bayern Munich will pay that amount. And Jurgen Klopp will consider Havertz as a potential Adam Lallana replacement with the England ace out of contract at the end of the season. And Havertz said last year, I am honest, at some point the next step must come for me, but I'm not going to worry about when exactly that will happen. What counts now is Bayer Leverkusen. We still have a lot to do. Leverkusen very quickly signaled that they wanted to keep me, and who knows which way it will be for Kai Havertz. He has commented that he is ready to play for a really big club, either abroad or at Leverkusen. I think he was pretty undecided which move would be best for him, to go abroad or to stay in Germany and go to Bayern Munich. And what makes this transfer a little bit problematic for Liverpool is that if we sign Kai Havertz, he wouldn't be an automatic starter at Liverpool. But frankly, I wouldn't say he would be an automatic starter for Bayern Munich either. At this rate, he would be around the same role that Naby Keita and Oxlade-Chamberlain has, which means that in some games he starts, in some games he sits on the bench, depending on which kind of tactical approach Jurgen Klopp chooses for that game. And should Liverpool really spend £100 million for a player who only scored 5 goals this season and also who wouldn't be an automatic starter. I mean, if we would sign Timo Werner, he would probably start for Liverpool. If we signed Jadon Sancho, he would probably start for Liverpool as well, but not in all of the games. That's the problem. Liverpool have such a great team. If we only signed the absolute very best in the world right now, those players would only be automatic starters for Liverpool. And Jurgen Klopp actually talked about Liverpool's transfer approach, and he was asked how relaxed he is regarding the title race, and this is what he said: it's not about relaxing. Nobody is relaxed at this moment. These are the words of Jurgen Klopp. We are not busy with transfer decisions for this moment, but we are constantly in talks and exchanging ideas and thoughts to help us long term. The plan always in the summer is to be less busy in the winter. Not easy, but is it possible? We will see. We just prepare for situations. We always try to strengthen, but that could mean we look at our own squad. Who is ready to take the next step? Ox, Naby, the injuries here and there, but we know their quality. These kind of things. Curtis came on in the last game. He looked very promising. These are talks we have as we try and estimate the future. We believe we can do a lot with this existing squad. If you can make the next step, you are in the right place. To improve this squad easily would be really strange. And this is what I was talking about. Jurgen Klopp also acknowledges this, that Liverpool already have probably the best team in the world. Do we have the best squad? Not really, but the best starting 11 probably in terms of form and results and performances. Liverpool are absolutely perfect at the moment, relentless. I mean, winning 31 out of 32 Premier League games is just it's almost a miracle. You never thought this would happen, and I think that to improve this Liverpool team, it would really take something special. But Kai Havertz could be a signing for the future. But as I said, I don't think Liverpool should be paying £100 million for a player who has the potential to become world class, but who right now is just a very good player. And Liverpool don't desperately need him. I would prefer maybe if we spent that money on a banging striker like Timo Werner or Jadon Sancho, who can give Firmino, Mane, Salah some rest and also some really epic competition, because that's what Liverpool need. More competition up front, even though the levels of Mane, Salah and Firmino are just absolutely incredible. But also Liverpool don't have an unlimited transfer budget, so Liverpool should have to spend the transfer budget very carefully. And Jurgen Klopp also previewed the Southampton game, and he said, today at Anfield we must be ready for a team that doesn't care about what position in the table either of us currently has. They have international quality throughout and they play to their maximum. This makes them a dangerous opponent, and of course there is one player in their ranks we know better than most, Mr. Danny Ings. For 90 plus minutes today he's our opponent, but other than that he's always our friend at Liverpool. I'm not even 0.5% surprised to see what he does this season. Richly deserved also. I would never dream of telling Gareth Southgate what he should be considering, but given he's a top operator and clever coach, I'm sure he is aware that Danny Ings is someone who could help his country again in the near future. He's talking about Danny Ings getting an England call up here. And Jurgen Klopp also said, today I hope he has an off day. But other than that, his story this season really brings joy to those of us lucky enough to know him. Moving back to us, we have a very quick turnaround since our game on Wednesday in London. We knew this and we planned for it, but we must now manage it. The win against West Ham was very pleasing in how the boys managed the game. They will need to show the same qualities and then some more this afternoon, I think. Anfield has been an outstanding home for us so far this season, but it's been this way because we have all worked to make it so. Players and supporters always together. For this to have a chance of continuing, so must the approach, and that means working harder and harder each time. What defines us in this moment is the desire to always be better in the next game than we were in the last game. I think after Wednesday we can do this. He's referring to Liverpool probably not being at their 100% absolute best against West Ham United. The last fixture here on home soil was Manchester United, and without question the energy from the crowd was decisive. It was as if the club willed Ali's ball and Mo's sprint and finish. I hope that is fresh in the mind of the Liverpool fans today. I hope they know that their contribution is what makes these moments possible. After Wednesday, I was asked whether I needed to find different ways to keep the players motivated. It was the easiest question I have been asked all season, an emphatic no. The motivation for these players is simply winning the next battle, be that a header or a tackle or sprint, a save or finish. They are motivated to win each and every second of the game. And if you keep this mindset, win the moment that you are in, the rest takes care of itself. Knowing how strong Southampton are in all departments is motivation today. Knowing we face an opponent who believes they can and wants desperately to beat us is motivation. Knowing that in our dressing room we have a group of players who want to share amazing common experiences each time they present themselves in is motivation. My players have been asked a lot of questions so far this campaign, but they don't tire of giving the right answer. I love how they are the harshest critic and their own inspiration. Whatever the outcome today, I am certain we will give all we have and do it for each other. This is all I can ever ask. For the supporters, the players, it's 3 p.m. on a Saturday and Anfield is ready for us. Knowing that is all the motivation we need. What a brilliant pre-match speech and pre-match motivational talk by Jurgen Klopp, who is probably the best motivator in world football right now, and I just absolutely love him to bits. Unbelievable man and a great manager. And he also talked of the incredible turnaround that Southampton did. I mean, not so long ago, a few months ago, Southampton lost at home to Leicester City 9-0, which is a record Premier League away win in the Premier League era. And at that point, many said that Southampton will get relegated. They just looked absolutely lost, no confidence. And this is what Jurgen Klopp said about the turnaround. I don't have a lot of contact with Ralph Hasenhüttl, but he's a colleague from Germany. He's not from Germany, he's from Austria, but we worked in the same league, so you feel a little bit with a team like that. You think, wow, they are really in trouble. And then this turnaround is exceptional. I think I won the Manager of the Month award the last 2 months, but from my point of view, and this was Jurgen Klopp's words, it was Ralph 100%, because what they did from a no or low confidence level to come to this confidence level, not changing the way you want to play, but to push it through, because it was always clear how Ralph wants to play. Now implementing that in the team, it's incredible, an incredible job. I have not often saw something like that. You see them playing now. Yes, they lost against Wolves, but they were winning for most of the game, and Wolves is obviously a really strong side. The two teams in the moment, and apart from probably the top 4 or 5 teams in the league who you don't want to face, is Wolverhampton and Southampton. Obviously Southampton now looks like a pressing machine, jumping into everything, pressing on the highest level, counter press on the highest level, but playing football as well. They've now found a formation where it works really well with Ings and Armstrong, who is now unfortunately injured, but still Buffon came on, I think 3 years ago. He was the main signing, so a lot of quality. Redmond is in a super shape, Højbjerg, Ward-Prowse. It looks like they all waited for the moment to show finally what they are able to do. The analysis was like, wow, that is really intense. So I can say immediately that we need each and everybody in our stadium to help us against Southampton. They had a week to prepare for that game. We played it the day before yesterday, so that's a big advantage for them. But that should be really the only one. So we need an outstanding atmosphere, please. That would be really nice. If we cannot be intense tomorrow, then we have a problem, because Southampton will ask for that. They are super intense. We have to make sure that we are ready for intensity. But on the side, against a high pressing team, we usually like what teams are going for us. It gives space in different areas, but you have to make sure that we are really ready for that. It will be a completely different game to Wednesday's game, for example. It's interesting, very exciting, I have to say. I couldn't respect more what they do, especially with the basis they are coming from a really tough place in that strong league. If they would have won against Wolves, I think they would now already be in a European place, and that's just amazing. So Jurgen Klopp is really wary of Southampton. I can completely understand. Southampton are one of the really informed teams in the league, and I think it's actually more difficult to face Southampton now than facing Tottenham or Manchester United, who weren't in great form. Southampton are actually in a better form. Not saying they are a better team than Southampton or Manchester United, but they are in better form right now. Ings is really on fire. So Liverpool have to be on their A game, and they have to be very, very careful what they do, because Southampton can really punish us. They have some very threatening players, very dangerous players. Nathan Redmond, Ward-Prowse, Danny Ings. Buffal is a bowler as well. On his day, he can hurt any team. So I think Liverpool have to be on their A game. But if we play to the maximum of our potential, we can beat Southampton. We are a better team, but we have to show it on the pitch. And the intensity, that's the key for Liverpool. And Jurgen Klopp has been drumming this into the players, that nobody can work harder than Liverpool. Nobody can put more effort into the game than Liverpool. If Liverpool put the effort in, if Liverpool have the intensity and the hard work, the quality will show through. Usually upsets happen when the top team thinks it's just enough to carry the jersey out onto the pitch and you don't have to have intensity. You probably drop off just 5% or 10% your usual 100% level, and that's enough to level the playing field, and that's enough for the smaller side to really cause an upset. And Liverpool so far have done remarkably well this season, incredible record. I really hope that we keep it going. We have a good run of fixtures in the Premier League. We have some winnable games, and Man City play Tottenham, so we can even make the lead bigger, and that's always what Liverpool are looking for. But 19 points clear at the top of the Premier League. It's just an incredible lead, and Liverpool need to keep this lead, nurture it, and really take care of the business each and every week. And then hopefully in March or April we can seal the Premier League title and just concentrate on the Champions League and hopefully the FA Cup. But that's a big if, whether the kids are good enough to beat Shrewsbury, but I think they have a chance. Lallana also made some very interesting comments in an interview, saying it's just training harder. When you are not playing, it's hard to maintain your fitness levels to come back in and be able to perform in this team. So you have to train harder, train stronger, make yourself ready, keep on top of everything. So when you are called upon, you can deliver performances like last week. But that's not just for me, it's for all the lads and even the kids too. Credit due to everyone. I just want to contribute as much as possible. At times you've got to be patient, that's it. I just take it another good training week, train hard, train strong, look to perform there and hopefully start at the weekend. But if not, then I will look to perform off the bench and help us get the 3 points, which is the main thing. We want to tick each game off now. It's on us to keep grounded. We have such a great group of lads for that. We have come back in there, and after the game we are speaking about how we could have seen it out better. I'm sure it was entertaining for the neutral, but we don't want to be winning games relying on our goalkeepers sometimes or seeing shots go past the post. It's a great mentality that we have. We don't want to settle for just winning games. That's a big reason why we are in this position we are. So great interviews by Jurgen Klopp and Lallana, and I just wanted to share them with you guys because I think you can get a lot of insight and a lot of wisdom into the minds of the players, the manager, how they think, what the mentality is at Liverpool, and that's the reason why Liverpool have been so successful. So really hope that you guys enjoy this video. Have a great Saturday. See you later, guys. Good night.